On trying to prevent another 911 tragedy, restoring money for social services, and hiring more people to fight litter.
Those are among the highlights in Cincinnati Mayor John Cranley's proposed 2019 budget. Jeff Hirsch joins us live from Pleasant Ridge, where the mayor just released his spending plan. Jeff.
Well, good afternoon. You know, they say that all politics is local. So the mayor came from City Hall out here to Pleasant Ridge, where he spoke with Pleasant Ridge citizens and community leaders and announced he was going to put, or wants to put, $850,000 into the budget for revitalizing the Pleasant Ridge Business District. Safe to say that went over quite well here in Pleasant Ridge. Let's look at some of the mayor's other specific budget proposals that he unveiled this afternoon. He wants to add GPS technology for police cars, as well as 10 new 911 positions. That is to try to prevent another Kyle Plush tragedy. The mayor wants to restore some human services funding cut by the city manager, restore some development agency funding also that the city manager wanted to cut, and the mayor wants to add some money to fix up park and recreation centers. The city manager has recommended his budget. The mayor now makes some tweaks to that. Not a huge amount of changes, but some fairly significant ones. For example, the mayor also wants to add 15 new positions, 15 new jobs to pick up litter to help keep the city clean.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's too much litter out there in the city.
Yes, definitely too much.
Regardless of what I think, my wife tells me there's too much litter, and I hear it all the time. And so, if my budget's passed, then there will be the greatest increase in effort to reduce litter, probably in the history of the city, and certainly in the last 20 years since I've been in and out of City Hall.
Of course, if you want to put some things into the budget, you want to keep a balanced budget, you've got to take some things out or add some fees. For example, the mayor has zeroed out Dwight Tillery's Center for Closing the Health Gap and says, look, you want to get some money, you go back into the council funding process, but it's not going to be a specific funding for you. Also, the city manager has recommended adding some parking meter increases, and the mayor has endorsed that and is saying to city council, look, you know, if you want to take those out, fine, but then what are we going to do to pay for the things that he wants to add in, that the mayor wants to add in? The city of Cincinnati, if you count all the different funds, the day-to-day operating fund, the capital construction fund, the things that pay for themselves like waterworks, it's over $1 billion a year business. And we're talking about $5 million or so worth of changes. They're not huge, but they can be politically contentious. So city council will have a hearing tomorrow, a budget hearing, and then there'll be public hearings over the rest of the month. City council has final say. Live in Pleasant Ridge, where all politics was local today, Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. And council has to pass the budget by July 1st, which is when fiscal 2019 begins.